Hello everybody, Neon is back again doing another video, new month, new season, and new decks from the ECQ championship thingamajigger. I don't know the name, Showdown I think is the name of it, that happened this weekend. One of the finalists was playing a very spicy Mono Fire deck, so obviously I had to take that for a spin. So that's what we're up to today. Now, something I want to mention before we even get into this, this is from ddddd, I believe is her name, which I like. So congratulations to them to make the finals. You'll kind of get a sense of like what my thoughts are on the deck as we go along. I don't make any secrets of that, as you know if you know my content. But congratulations to all the people who did well in the course of that tournament as well, and I'm always happy to have some fun new decks to play around with. The one thing that I did want to mention though is that this week I'm going to be like messing around a little bit with some of my like video and audio settings and stuff like that, because I've been kind of struggling with getting them in a place that I really like, to be honest. I'm really hoping they don't have a Defiance, but you know, that has ever once been true. Oh my god, I get to connect with my Sensari Brigand. So they're better have Hailstorm here or they're in a lot of trouble. Play like Hojon Pass. I'm into that. Hailstorm? It's not a Hailstorm. So, anyway, please give me feedback on that. I really do appreciate any feedback that I get on things of that nature. I'm trying to work on it. So I don't think we really have a choice there. I'm going to play on my Granite Waystone. I don't really think that keeping the Grenadine Drone back matters, because the idea is, like, in a situation like this one, is the Grenadine Drone is not going to win me the game one way or another if they have the Hailstorm here. If they have the Hailstorm, I want, I have Lethal here with Godan, assuming that they have no other interaction, which, you know, who knows. And, like, keeping back the Grenadine Drone doesn't actually accomplish anything. So, anyway, that was a really hard game, guys. We played our units on curve, and we pressed A plus space a lot. So, hard fought. You get an idea of the deck, though, of what we're up to here. Pretty basic shit. But anyway, as I was saying, I am going to be messing around a little bit with my sound settings, my video settings over the course of this week. So please let me know what your thoughts are on how things are looking and sounding, because I'm a little bit frustrated with how things have been going recently with that. I am somebody who's a little bit of a stickler for audio quality, and some of my recent videos, it hasn't been working well, and that really bothers me. So I want to make sure that I have a good product for you. So please let me know if you are enjoying what you are hearing right now. I think that this is fine. So trying to figure out what's going on there and get it structured in a way that everybody is happy. I'm going to just play this as a shift. Turn 2, I can go Rakano Outlaw, and then turn 3, I'll be able to have both Oni Ronin and the Granite Coin. Or maybe something else. I'm not really sure what my opponent's on, because this is an unusual start. Elysian Banner is it's like, whoa there, what's going on here? Maybe rats, probably. It looks like rats. Fight. Granite Coin. I am actually kind of sad that I can't play the Granite Coin in such a way to get value off of it, because there's going to be a decent amount of value in this matchup. Just even with the rats is kind of good, but you could imagine something like them blocking with a courtier, and then I get to finish it off. Okay. And this one obviously isn't that tough of a turn. I'm just kind of like thinking through to see if I had any other options. I didn't think that I did. I don't really want to play Flame Blast here, because there's always a chance for the board to get really gummed up. and I would rather not have to waste this when it could be a very good burn spell. Interesting. I have not seen this version of the deck with the Cryptic Masters. I'm probably going to just have to be on the burn plan here. Yeah, let's do this. I don't believe that I have any reason that I'm going to want to charge during combat, but I'm just going to do this. Likely. Okay, so that gets 6, 7, 8 damage in. And, okay, so we're in a decent spot for being able to finish out the game with burn spells. Like, it is obviously possible for my opponent to kind of go off and fire back here. Pinfall Trap here is a little annoying, but not that big of a deal. Not leaving back any blockers is a bold move. Or many blockers. I guess that they get an extra one of these. An extra... Okay, so I have lethal here, assuming my opponent doesn't do anything too crazy. So, like, it's 5 plus 4, so we're good. They can't, if they go... I'm trying to think if they have any way to win this turn deal 19. 19's a lot, because... Yeah, we're going to do the following. Yeah, that does not kill us. Don't believe that they play very much in the way of counter spells. Oh, maybe they do. I guess it could be Equivocate as well. Yeah, I don't think that they play any burn spell. That they play counter spells. That the display has a counter mode. I'm trying to think if it does, and I just don't think that it. Yeah, because it's find a relic, put a unit on the bottom, give something quick draw. Yeah, that was just my concern there, because I was like, I don't think that it has a counter mode to it. The only one that has a counter mode is, of course, the display of Instinct. So yeah, that's like what I was tanking on there. Obviously, like I had lethal 2 ways there, but I think that if I had just gone for the Dervish, I would have been dead. Good game, though. Well, one of the few points where I have to make a little bit of a, calculation and be like, oh, maybe I kill him this way, maybe I kill him that way. I like this card back. It's still going to keep my own. I mean, I earned this card back, guys. This card back is, I am just going to be keeping this one probably forever, but this is a nice card back, I gotta say. I actually really would love to see a Pride card back for this month. That'd be actually a lot of fun. It'd be a good way to, like, you could just do it as a 5-faction flavored one. You don't have to actually explicitly do it as a Pride thing, but that's the one that I would love to be able to see. That'd be cool. Now, even if they play the 3/3 here, the Instigator, I can kill it with, like, Copper Coin, for example. I believe that I should be playing out both these guys. Setting up Sensari Brigand for next turn is really not that exciting. Torch? Yeah. Ooh, the non-blocking one. I like that. Champion of Chaos. I am a little bit of a bitch to deal with, so I am happy to not have to face against that. Because this deck is not good against units that have 4 or more defense. Please do not play with Vara. This... okay, well that's also bad. Part of the reason why I think that this deck is actually, like, I'm really shocked that this deck made it to the finals, is it has, like, a number of fairly noticeable weaknesses, such as this entire deck. Like, I don't understand how this deck was able to defeat the Stone Scar mid-range decks with any degree of regularity. Right now, I am trying to bait my opponent into playing a removal spell pre-combat, and then setting up to set up a kill, something like the Sensari Brigand, and then I char this, and then maybe that makes a difference in how they play out their turn. Like, so for instance, right now they could do something like... Okay, actually, wait, 7, 8, 9... I think I'm supposed to kill this. I notice a pause there. I'm not sure what that means. Really? That timing? That's gotta be wrong. I guess if they suspected that I had the burn spell, they could have done it the other way. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's fishy, though. Please, yeah, okay. Thank God they don't have the other power. I would be dead to power. And I'm probably dead anyway, though. Yeah. We're done. Like, I didn't even have lethal there had I done something like Shard Face, as opposed to playing it on the Highwayman. Interesting. Like, it's just, well, if your opponent gains any amount of life, it feels like, when you're playing this deck, it's just like, I don't know how to win anymore. It's really brutal. Like, you do not have the tools to play any degree of long games. Definitely sending this back. This is fine. Up against the sunniest of Vales. could be on a lot of things. Maybe on rats themselves. Rats. Excellent. I think this is a good matchup. Like you're just too fast. I mean, this isn't like a good start for him. Definitely has high rat density. But especially with the Sensari Brigand now, I am like really... And if I get to play my palm spell on the Brigand, then he's in a ton of trouble. I think that the Godans in this deck are absolutely trash. Like, most of the time. I like, whenever I draw them, I'm just like, yeah, it's bad still. Not going to do anything here. Yeah, you just got ace base. Obviously, these are not going to do very much on defense, because they can't. What do we have as a defensive option? Yeah, this is kind of obvious. Of what's going on here. Now, this can actually at least block some of the rats. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to get... I don't really care about the 1 damage. It's more likely there's a pitfall trap here to finish it off. I'm just going to be... I'll just allow this. They're just at so little life, too. Ooh, that's annoying. Like, I just have to suicide in at this point, right? Yeah, we're at burn range now. Like, that's what the game is about. Yeah, we're going to do this. It seems to be struggling on power. So having multiple blockers seems like there might be a struggle for him. I like the idea of just setting this up and freeing up my power. Spelunker, annoying. Yeah, let's just jam. Like, this is obviously going to trade off. I should be able to play basically anything that isn't Godan here. And I'll be pretty happy about it. This is going face. I don't really care about the idiots. The rats. Definitely struggling on power. Which is likely the only reason that this game is competitive at this point. Yep. If I had burn spells in hand, I might try to attack here. There's likely a burn spell. It's like kind of a 50-50 chance of burn spell or power on the top of my deck. Ugh, that hurts. That really hurts. This attack, assuming that there's no other unit in hand or like removal spell in hand, allows me to win with a flame blast. If I block like this. So I think that I'm forced to do this, basically. Yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah, I also figured that that was possible, too. Yeah, done. Like, I think that this deck just... Yeah, there are a lot of things that really just invalidate everything that you can do. Like, if you just get, like, a couple of blockers, you just can't spend cards to take out blockers and get your opponent dead. I'm trying, like, I don't even think that there was anything I could have really done in that game that would have made much of a difference. I guess, no, even, like, attacking with the go down to trade with the 5/5, like, it doesn't really do anything. Like the Godan specifically, I just don't think they do anything. Like all of the time when I play them in my hand, I'm just like, I don't know. They feel like they're not doing a whole lot here too. Like look at this hand too. Like Godan just looks terrible here. I honestly just don't know how this deck got to the finals. I think that you're supposed to like rely on the shift units to get that there, but you only have the 2. I don't know. You just have so little control as well. This is a very weird deck to me, in the sense that I don't know how it won. We're doing it. Not drawing any power. That's pretty bad. Our opponent has a torch. That's really terrible. At least it's our non-premium one. You know, protect the good stuff. And I'm just increasingly convinced that Pyromage is terrible. Oh god, this matchup is so brutal. Like, look at this. How am I supposed to beat that? That's just such a better card than all of my cards. I don't have any cards that are this good. Why don't I get to have cards that are good? Power? No. And it's just with Godan, like, the reason why I think that it's bad is because I think that the idea is supposed to be flood protection. But the way that the deck is structured, it feels like everything other than Godan is terrible if you get to 5 power. So it kind of feels as if you're in this position where your deck is bad if you get to what do I do here? I'm guessing no blocks. Yeah, I have no idea how I win this. Yeah, your deck is terrible if you get to 5 power because all of your other cards are bad. And then if you don't get to 5 power, then the Godan is bad. So, like, I know that that's kind of just an obvious statement at one level, but it feels like for this deck, you're just like all in on this one game plan. And then there's just this one 4 of in your deck that just contradicts the entire thing. It's bizarre. I honestly just don't get it in the deck as a something that you're supposed to be playing. So I like, you know, good on I guess quintuple ddddd to get to the finals with this, because I really just don't like this deck. Is very good. It's fun though because you get to wreck people and burn their face a lot and such, and like you saw in some of the earlier games that if my opponents just don't have good interaction, they kind of just die. But you're just like, you have so little freedom, and there's so little room for error. And being on the draw is abysmal. Being on the draw is such a big deal with this deck, I feel. So, yeah, I guess to me, this has really felt as if it's... The being on the draw here, particularly, like, this is so bad. Because if they have a relic here, then I'm kind of just dead. Hey, they have a relic. It was a char that on turn 1? That feels bad. I don't want to try that on turn 1. I want to do something else. I want to play an Oni Ronin. Maybe there's just the amount of rats as a response to things like Mono Fire seeing play. I'm not sure. Jesus. Like, I'm just dead already. I'm so dead. They went like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, and like not like insane ones. Like not something nutty. I guess it was kind of like now, well, in the coddle. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know. Oh, God. This deck is terrible. We'll just continue on. We'll survive. We'll do it, guys. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We're just taking 7, and our opponent's at 25, and we're 10. It's fine. We're gonna be Mono Fire control with all of our onions. It's okay, guys. Nothing to worry about. Everything's great. See, get to attack in here. You guys didn't believe me. I'm going to keep up the char so that I can trade with Spelunker Dude. Mr. Spelunker, if that is your real name. Probably should have traded this guy off earlier. I'm gonna let the damage happen on the proposition that maybe they... Interesting. Okay. Let's do this. Save a little damage. See, 23 to 9. We're doing great. Everything is fine. I should have played my Yeti dude beforehand. I forgot that he has charge. I mess up that turn pretty badly. Sure, sure. Just have another lethal threat. Yeah, now this card doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. Interesting choice on that one. I guess it makes them, gives them... Oh, God! Oh, no! What a top deck. Guys, I think we're dead. This deck is so bad. Maybe if we draw perfectly and they draw power for the rest of the game, we won't die. Maybe. That's a decent start. Are we going to do it on the backs of this? Oh, man, if they just draw power here, we win. If they just draw power here, we win. Oh, my God, please tell me. They're tanking. Or if they just get a relic, too. That also does not do it. Unless it involves a blocker. We did it! We did it! I can't believe it! Oh my goodness. Oh, Sinsari Brigand, you carried me so hard. Okay, that's a great place to end it. Me just like bitching and moaning the entire time. Just like, oh God, I'm so dead. No way I can win here. But then I won anyway. Yeah, I mean, like that is something that is nice to have Sinsari Brigand in the deck because it is one of those cards that can just kind of like randomly win you games. Like that. I take it all back, guys. This deck is great. Don't worry about it. No, how did this win? How did it not win? How did it get to the finals? Man, I don't see it. Especially in a world with tons of Stone Scar, it feels so bad against Stone Scar. So anyway, it's interesting. I personally would cut Godan. Like I've played a lot of games with this deck already. Like I did maybe a dozen before I recorded this video. I think I've warped 0 cards off of Godan, and I've warped her in 0 times, maybe once. Like, it's just a 5/5 charge unit, as far as I can tell. And that's just, like, playing Infernus in your deck is just not really realistic. I don't know. I think that you can do better than that. And I am not a huge fan. But that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to leave comments on what you thought of the video. As I said closer to the beginning, I am working on some tech-related stuff and trying to sort it out this week, and I need your help and your advice as to how to fix and improve all of that. But that'll be it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, take care.